like, Drew is the reason why I'm even in this situation. It's all his fault. And it's like...
No. But also, like, Sav could have just not told her.
I know. It's like, dude, he's just going to, like, play drums on your audition track that's going to a school that Allie probably doesn't even know about.
Also, it's going to be audio. What the fuck is she going to know?
Exactly. You could have just said you found somebody else. It's not like you're starting a band. At least not yet, that we know of.
Oh, God.
Dear
Are
God.
they going to start another band?
I mean, they're going to have to at some point. I just don't know if Sav's going to be in it, because he's probably graduating soon.
I can't do another band.
Drew's probably going to be in a band. He plays the fucking drums. They wouldn't introduce that unless they were aiming for some kind of a band in the future.
Studes 2.0.
I wonder who else is going to be in his band.
Adam.
Yeah, probably Adam. I don't know if Eli plays anything.
I hope that Eli plays the saw. That's what I want for Eli. I just want him to play the saw, like, casually.
Oh my God. I don't know. I guess we'll see. So yeah, then I guess it's the next day at school, and Sav is like telling Holly J about like being conflicted and like, dude, you didn't even have to tell her. And he's like, and what Allie won't know won't hurt her. I'm like, okay, you just went through this whole thing that you didn't have to go through. Because you're just gonna lie anyway.
Yeah. And he also has a good line, which is Allie has never met a grudge she won't hold.
Yeah.
Which is
the truest statement.
Seriously.
And then we're with Jenna, who just has a stack of chicken bones as she's like eating an entire chicken or something.
Whatever, pregnancy, etc. And then Casey is like, "You're freaking out. Let the game come to you," which I fucking hated.
Yeah, I wrote, "Let the game come to you" isn't a great way to prepare for fatherhood.
No, it's not the best. Like, it's coming to you no matter what. But come on,
you should probably be somewhat prepared. It's not like extremely intuitive. And then Adam and Claire are talking about Eli and Fitz and shit. And then they find out Fitz works at the Dot because they're at the Dot.
But I want to talk about, they have a really interesting conversation, which is about like Eli's like overprotectiveness and stuff. And Adam is like, well, yeah, because he's a dude. And like even behind the most emo boy is like a caveman, which I would argue is not true. Like, being like weird and jealous and overprotective is not like a dude thing. It's like an abusive thing. I feel like I'm not saying that Eli's abusive. I'm just saying
it's an unhealthy thing.
It's a very unhealthy thing, and it could lead to worse things. Like, I feel like if someone is that like jealous and overprotective and controlling your life, that's a big ass red flag.
Run away.
Bail. Or at least be like, no, you got to stop doing this.
Yeah.
Like, have a conversation first, I guess, but like, no, this is not a dude thing. This is like gross.
Because it ultimately just shows that like they don't trust you, which is not great. Or doesn't think that you can like hold your own like against like other people. I don't know.
It's not good. It's a red fucking flag.
It's a bad time.
Run for the hills, Claire. I mean, I still ship it, but like run for the hills.
Yeah, I guess I still ship it.
I don't know.
It's starting to waver. I'm starting to be like, Eli probably shouldn't be dating anybody right now.
That is a good call. Yeah, especially towards the end, which we'll get to. I'm just like,
they're so fucking dramatic.
Yeah, so like needlessly dramatic, but also like, I just, no, I don't think Eli can date people.
No. He still has a lot of unresolved shit with this dead girlfriend thing. Anyway, then Fitz works there. I feel like Claire talks to him. I don't really remember. Casey and Jenna are in the Lamaze class, and they're having like a who can put the diaper on the fastest contest, which is really great to like be competitive about this.
Super cool. Casey isn't too competitive at all.
Oh, also Casey keeps calling himself Big Daddy, and I hate it.
And Jenna keeps calling him Big Daddy. That needs to stop. I do not like it. Although
Casey won the diaper thing, and
it does
like
make me think of Private Practice.
I don't even remember what that reference is in Private Practice. Who's Big Daddy?
That's what Charlotte calls her dad.
Oh, it is?
Uh-huh. It's all Southern and shit.
I don't remember that.
It's all Big Daddy.
It still sounds weird when in this context.
I don't love the word daddy no matter what.
No.
Not here for it.
Nope.
Pass.
Anyway, whatever. Casey wins and Jenna's sad. Oh, also, then I think Jenna gets upset and she's like, I'm gonna be a horrible mom. And then the fucking Lamaze lady's like, don't you hate those pregnancy hormones? I'm like, don't minimize her feelings, you idiot.
Also, then she suggests that they babysit her 6-year-old.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know how this is supposed to help them prepare for an infant.
Oh no.
This just sounds like free babysitting.
Yeah, seriously. So this Lamaze lady not only is being like, those hormones, like your feelings aren't real. It's just those hormones, right? Which I feel like is not a delicate way to approach. Even if it is just the hormones, don't just be like your feelings are valid.
Don't be so dismissive.
If they're heightened. And then she's like, also babysit my child
for free.
I mean, it'll be practice.
It's not like established that it's free, but we don't see money exchanged.
Well, that also could be because they gave this child a hot dog, which I guess we'll get to that later.
I guess. I don't know.
And then Sav and Drew are playing a song and it doesn't actually sound bad. Maybe it's because no one's singing, but it doesn't sound bad.
I don't hate it. I think I just hate it when they sing.
I think so too. Everyone's singing voices on this show are just like whiny as hell.
Well, because they're children, and also because the lyrics are like across the board terrible. Always. Never forget the California song.
The only good singer
or Shared Custody. I miss Shared Custody though. I miss the masks and the real lo-fi fucking.
Well, when it was all within context, it wasn't bad because it was supposed to sound like shouty and like it wasn't supposed to be great, so I could accept it,
which I enjoy. I don't know.
The only good musician on the show was fucking Craig. Let's be real.
I miss
and
Craig.
I guess Jimmy for a hot second.
Yeah.
And Ashley wasn't a bad singer. She was just an annoying person.
It's true.
And she had some bad songs.
She did not write good lyrics. This is about a dead woman from the Spanish War. Cool, Ashley.
Spanish Civil War.
Cool.
Oh, God, I forgot about
so relatable.
I forgot about the Spanish Civil War song or poem, I guess.
Poem song. So also, relatable.
I read about rape on the internet and I wrote this song because I'm in a position to do that.
Oh, God, never forget.
Oh, Ashley. Anyway, that was a good song, though. But when Paige ultimately performed it. Anywho, where the fuck are we? Their song. They're playing the song.
It doesn't
and
suck.
Then they play it and they're like, that was great. And then they do like a weird like smack hug thing.
I don't know.
Why are we hugging? Okay.
I don't know. They're just hugging it out, but it's like a very masculine hug because masculinity is so fragile.
And then Bianca comes in and is like, let me take a picture of you. And then Allie comes in and they're like, oops, busted. And Allie says, drumming with the enemy, Sav. And it's like a whole big fucking thing.
She's so like needlessly dramatic.
She's so dramatic.
Like, who gives a shit? I'm sorry, but like, come on.
Like, it's your like, I don't get it.
I don't either. But also, like, I feel like just like all those high school feelings, you know?
Yeah. Then we're back at the dot, and Fitz is talking about how the chaplain at juvie, like, set Fitz up with the job and with the Lord, and he's apologizing, which I'm like, at least he's apologizing.
And Claire does forgive him. Also, can I just mention that the dot's makeover is, like, I would argue excessive.
It's so much.
It's, like, the most extra.
And then... Oh, yeah, and then this is where I wrote, Fitz is not a great actor.
No, he's really bad.
And then Eli comes. Oh, yeah, then you see Claire and Fitz, like, talking in the dot. And then in the background, like, outside the window, you see Eli get out of the car and look really pissed and, like, walk inside. And
Eli needs to chill the fuck
flying off
out.
the handle. And... he's so angry. I was watching with Allegra, and she was like, such an angry bowl cut. And...
It is the angriest.
Then I think Fitz is like, I'm sorry. And he's like, that's nice for you. Bye. And like, he's like, Claire, let's get out of here. And it's so like, dramatic. It's ridiculous.
Like, I understand not forgiving him. He like pulled a knife on him.
Yeah,
but also like, calm down, guys.
It's insane. And then we're back at the Bandari house. And this is when Sav is wearing that crazy shirt.
Allie is furious. But like, here's the thing. Sav is just telling it like it is.
Sav kind of goes off on her.
But it's kind of deserved.
Deserved, but kind of slut-shamey at the same time.
Yeah, but she, like, needs a wake-up call. Not in the slut-shamey thing, like, girl, do you. But, like, just on the like blaming other people for her shit.
Yeah, and he's like calling her out on how selfish she is and how, and exactly, it's like she doesn't take responsibility for anything.
Yeah, because she's like, Drew made my life a living hell, and he's like, no, you made your own life a living hell. Because also like Drew did one thing that was shitty.
Yeah, Allie's kind of been fucking up for a little bit. I mean, he talks about the sexting, which I'm like, that wasn't her fault. Johnny was the fucking one who sent it out to everybody. Like, he should be blamed for that mishap. But otherwise, it's like all this stuff she does, she kind of puts herself in bad situations a lot.
Also, so with the sexting thing, didn't Johnny just send it to Bruce? Which, like, granted, is not any better. But then, like, if we're gonna pull that card,
well, she like sent shit out on Bianca's
exactly.
phone.
That's what I'm saying. We should also.
Did she get caught for that?
She didn't, but she should have.
I
just feel like we need to remind everyone that Allie also did send that
she
to
did.
everyone.
She totally did.
She like mass emailed that shit.
And she like told Owen she'd pay him. He could pay her for us. All this weird shit happened.
So weird.
Allie makes bad decisions.
She's just bad choices across the board.
And then that's the end of part 1. Did she like and she like runs up to her room. And then part 2 starts off and we find out that surprise Allie ran away.
Yeah.
Which Kelsey definitely called.
I definitely did. And Sav is like, she like, well, first they're just like, oh, she's sleeping in, like she's suspended and she's sleeping in and her parents are all pissed. And he's like, whatever. And Sav's like, whatever. She's probably sulking because like she's mad at me because like I got a drummer for my college thing that she doesn't like. And his dad is like, yeah, but this is how you're going to get into college. You should pick the best drummer. And I'm like, yes, thank you.
One of the few times I agree with Mr. Bandori.
I am team dad on this one.
And then we're at school and Eli's like alone in a classroom reading and he looks all sulky and Claire.
Is he in detention or is he just being mopey?
I think it's like before class and he's just like moping in a classroom by himself. And Claire comes in and she's like, I'm really sorry. Like, oh, it's like, do you like my edits? Like, oh, I know, it's terrible, right? No. I'm like, Claire, you don't have anything to be sorry for. Why are you like groveling back to him and like encouraging his bad behavior? And he's like, I loved the edits. They're great. And she's like, oh, great. I'm glad we're okay. And they're like, fine again, I guess.
I don't know. Her edits are so good that he just like forgave all of his weird hang-ups from before.
Yeah. I don't know.
Me neither.
Then we're with Holly J and Sav, and Holly J is talking about how Heather Sinclair goes to Daytona for spring break, and Sav is not paying attention to her because
also,
he's
like,
worried about Allie. Because I think they realize like she's gone.
Yeah. It was so nice to have a Heather Sinclair reference.
I know.
It was very old school.
I know. Considering we have like an actual sibling of Heather Sinclair, there's not as many Heather Sinclair references.
Well, she's not around as much, but it was fun to get one.
Yeah.
And then Sav is called home for like I think Mr. Simpson like is like, your mom called, like you have to go home. So they definitely know she's missing.
Yeah.
And they're figuring their shit out.
Oh, also, so I guess we're with I don't know. I think this is when I realized that Eli's story was called Stalker Angel, which I'm like, oh boy.
Not great.
Oh yeah, because Claire's like checking her email and then she gets like a billion emails from Fitz, like really wanting to share the good word with Eli. He's like, I'm worried about Eli. Like, share him this Bible passage with him. Like, it's like 20 million emails like that. And Claire's all freaked out.
So many Jesus emails.
It's creepy.
Yeah, it's like all about Bible passages and then just like one email like, I'm worried about Eli.
Yeah.
Like, okay, guys.
She's like, show this to Eli. I'm worried about him. And then we're at home and Sav still doesn't believe that Allie ran away. And then they're like hacking into her laptop. And then I was with Allegra and she's like, if you can just guess her password, that's not called hacking.
That's just guessing.
Exactly.
Also, we know that it's going to be like,
I hate Drew.
Yeah.
27. And then is this when it's raining? I don't know. I just wrote down, okay, so it's Fitz homeless, but I don't remember what happened in this scene.
Oh, yeah. I think what happens is Claire sees Fitz at the Dot, and she's talking to him, and she's like, you gotta stop emailing me, dude. And why are you freaking out about Eli? And like, calm down. And then she's like, why are you emailing me at 3 a.m? And he's like, I was at an internet cafe, which was